to Very Vegan with Terry. I am Terry. I am so glad you're here. Welcome back. Welcome if you are new. Today we're going to be doing something that my mother-in-law used to make for New Year's Eve every year without fail. It's Stromboli. Stromboli, if you've had it before, is made with salami and pepperoni and a bunch of other different kinds of meats and cheeses. Needless to say, it's not vegan, but this one here is. It's delicious, it's nutritious, and I'm looking forward to having this for New Year's Eve every year from here on out. Let's get started. What I have in this bowl here is a cup of warm water, 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast, and 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. This has been sitting for about 10 minutes, letting the yeast proof, which basically activates it and gets it ready to use. So I'm going to add to this bowl, I'm going to add 1 1/2 cup of whole wheat flour, along with 1 cup of all-purpose flour. And I am just going to mix this up so that everything is well blended and get all those loose little bits of flours mixed in really well. And I am going to knead this for about 5 minutes. And that will make sure that everything is well blended and mixed in and lets the yeast do its thing. When you knead, if you've ever had a cat and you see it kind of making his bedding soft, where he takes his hands and he does this, that's what kneading is. And that's why we call it, when a cat does that, they call it kneading. And I'm not sure whether we named the cat's action kneading based on what we do with dough, or if we call what we're doing with dough based on what the cats do. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? I don't know. The main thing is you want to make sure that this dough is not sticky at all. Sometimes when you add water to dough, it can get really sticky. So we don't want that. And you can probably use a hand mixer or a stand mixer to do this as well. But if it's only for 5 minutes, why dig out the big old machine if you don't need to? Knead. See what I did there? It's just about there. Okay, you can see that it makes a little bit bigger than a baseball size ball. We're gonna let this sit in the same bowl I used. We're gonna cover it with a towel, with a clean towel, and then it's gonna rest for an hour, and then we'll come back and finish it out. Okay, welcome back. It's been actually about an hour and a half. Remember the size of the ball? It's gotten bigger. I pre-floured the ball, I pre-floured my rolling pin, and I pre-floured a surface to roll out the dough. We're looking for a rectangle. Think like if you're trying to make cinnamon rolls or something like that. This is actually going to work pretty similar to the same way. So I'm going to roll this out, and I want to make a rectangle. And the more I roll dough out, the more I realize how much physically fit our ancestors were, even our mothers and grandmothers, because they used to have to do this kind of stuff all the time. It's not for the weak. I can tell you that much for sure. You want it about the size of a piece of parchment paper. So this is actually pretty close. I'm rolling with it. Okay. Rolling with it. Now I'm going to take my pizza sauce and I am going to spread this all along, just like you would a pizza. Add our cheese, and this can just kind of go in dollops. Use your fingers and just little dollops all over the dough. You don't want to put anything really close to the edges because you're going to roll up the dough. So keep that in mind as you make your placements of everything. And of course it will spread around as it bakes because it will melt in the oven. And then we're going to place our pepperoni slices along here. You want to make sure that this isn't too full because it's got to have to roll up on itself. This is going to go into a 425-degree oven for 25 minutes. And now I'm just going to roll this like a cinnamon roll. And I have a feeling it's way too full. And just place it seam side down on your parchment paper lined baking sheet. Take a knife and put some slits in it just to let it breathe. This will serve 5 people or 4 really hungry ones. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe to be notified of future videos. Thank you, have a great day, and may you know the love of Jesus Christ.